Hey, this is your host. And if you hate pop-up ads, you can now officially blame this guy. Meet the inventor of the pop-up ad. And yes, he did it again. After more than 20 years of hiding, he has finally come out of the shadows to apologize for his invention. Back in 1998, this guy, whose name is actually Ethan Zuckerman, he created a software called Pop-Up Window. And just like the name suggests, it showed pop-up windows to users. But unlike other pop-up software of its time, which were mostly used for online gaming or chatting, Zuckerman's software was a massive game changer. It allowed advertisers to basically hijack your browser and force you to see their ads. And it didn't matter which website you were on, they would follow you everywhere. Because these ads were so disruptive, they actually worked. And soon every second website on the internet was using this technology to make money. But the problem was most people didn't know that it was this guy who was responsible for all of this. In fact, when he first invented this thing, he actually thought it would be a useful tool for online shoppers. He said it would help them compare prices from different websites. But obviously it didn't work out that way. And over the years, as more and more websites adopted this technology, it just became impossible to browse the internet without being bombarded with ads. And eventually it got so bad that browsers had to start blocking them. But even then, Zuckerman remained anonymous for more than 2 decades until recently, when he decided to finally come clean. In an article for a tech website, he explained why he's apologizing now. Apparently his invention has not aged well. He writes, "Looking at my invention through today's lens, it is clear to me that what I built was not only useless, but actively harmful." He also apologized for the fact that he never came forward to talk about his invention, saying that he was mostly ashamed. But here's the question. Should we forgive him? On one hand, you could argue that he invented something that made the internet what it is today. Without pop-up ads, banner ads wouldn't be as effective. Websites wouldn't be able to make as much money. And who knows, maybe we'd all be paying to access the internet. So in a way, you could argue that he actually did us a favor. But then again, he did create a massive problem for himself as well as all of us. And that's something that he'll have to live with for the rest of his life. What do you think? Should he be forgiven? Comment below. Also, did you know that there is an entire community of people who create fake product labels and package them in a way that they look like they came from a factory? For example, this guy makes these fake Nintendo DS games. And just from looking at the packaging, you'd think that they're real. In fact, some of them even have real Nintendo DS game cases. So how do you tell which ones are real and which ones are fake? Well, here's a hint. The real ones have this sticker while the fake ones have this one.